Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Harry and William may share royal blood, but their behaviour in the public eye or in a trendy Chelsea nightclub couldn't be more different, according to a club founder, Giorgio Burlo, who runs a famous Chelsea hotspot, favoured by Prince Harry and Prince William, who recently shared his impressions of the brothers' contrasting personalities. Speaking to the Daily Mail, Burlo noted, Harry came a few times. He walked around, talked to people. William was serious. He was sitting there in a corner. He behaved like a prince, like someone who would one day be king. While Burlo provided insight into their nightlife demeanour, comedian Ricky Gervais offered a humorous glimpse into the prince's lives outside the club scene. Gervais revealed on the Stick to Football podcast that neither William nor Harry paid for their tickets to one of his shows at London's Apollo, despite their royal status, or perhaps because of it. Once at a gig, Gervais recounted, at the back was Harry and William, Madonna and Paul McCartney. Not one of them paid. What money have they got between them? That lot? Unbelievable. The comedian also shared a unique interaction with Prince Harry, who once invited him to perform for British soldiers in Afghanistan. Gervais admitted he panicked at the idea of travelling to a war zone, even after Harry reassured him it would be safe in Basra. Recalling the encounter, Gervais added, Harry wound me up by sending me a text saying he was bringing his gran, Queen Elizabeth II. I was obviously a bit panicked. Depending on your style of celebrating the new year, you may not want William as your wingman. Mike Tyndall has previously shared that Wills is not the best of drinkers. Mike shared a toast. For the Prince of Wales, he is known as One Pint Willie. He is known to me as One Pint Willie because he is not the best of drinkers. Coming from a sport where it is built on the social aspect and a couple of beers being sunk quite often, that is one I will give away for the Prince of Wales. William reportedly even ditched Kate on New Year's Eve. It's said that in 2006, William made Kate cry by cancelling their plans in the last minute. According to royal expert Katie Nicholl, William called Kate to tell her he wouldn't be joining her family for their celebrations, leaving the future Princess of Wales in floods of tears. At the time, the couple had been dating for over 3 years, but William was reportedly unsure about their future together. In the end, everything turned out okay, but that incident would make a good episode of The Crown. William will be glad to put 2024 behind him. Royal author Andrew Morton said, I don't envy his role at the moment. He's got a lot on his plate. But William is handling it as well as you can do when you've got a wife who has been seriously ill and 3 children who need support and comfort. For anyone dealing with a long-term illness, especially in that kind of position, it's very difficult. The Queen always used to say, you've got to be seen to be believed, and that's as true today as it was 50 years ago, so the show has to go on. Morton believes Elizabeth would be proud of William. He used to see her every weekend when he was a pupil at Eton. They used to chat about his future duties as she prepared him in a very careful way. William owes the Queen an awful lot, as do they all. She was very mindful of the fact that these young couples shouldn't have to harness themselves to doing endless royal duties. They can spend a bit of time getting to know one another and enjoy a normal life, and William and Kate for the first couple of years managed that. The Queen was great in terms of character, whether it be horses or people. She'll have seen in William that he was someone who was prepared to sacrifice elements of his own privacy and life to be an active member of the royal family, which he's become. Palace Intrigue will be right back. The British royal family, as you might expect, tends to spend New Year's Eve and New Year's Day in their own understated traditional style. It's not all tiaras and glittering galas. The celebrations are generally private and focused on family. King Charles III and Queen Camilla are set to ring in the new year at Burke Hall, their private retreat in the Scottish Highlands. This year's Hogmanay will mark 20 years since Charles proposed to Camilla at the estate. In her 2005 interview with The Telegraph, Camilla confirmed the romantic moment, saying, "Of course," when he asked if Charles had gone down on one knee. The couple's engagement was publicly announced in February 2005, and they wed 2 months later at Windsor Castle. Burke Hall, located at the Balmoral estate, has since remained a cherished location for their annual New Year's celebrations, including their honeymoon. This year's gathering may be more subdued, given Charles' ongoing cancer treatment. Historically, Hogmanay at Burke Hall has featured grand dinners with Highland beef, game birds, and Charles' homegrown mushrooms paired with fine whiskies. However, fireworks are banned to avoid disturbing the estate's Indian runner ducks. Guests often include close friends like Sir Nicholas Soames and family members, with occasional visits from Prince William and Princess Kate. Charles once humorously contrasted the festivities at Balmoral and Birkhall, saying, "At Balmoral there's a lot of dancing, and at Birkhall there's a lot of drinking." As for New Year's Day, tradition is the focus. Many senior royals attend a New Year's Day church service, typically held at St Mary Magdalene Church on the Sandringham estate. It's a public appearance that allows them to greet well-wishers and kick off the year with a sense of community. After church, it's said that the family gathers for traditional lunch. Think hearty roasts, game meats, and the sort of meal that sticks to your ribs after a brisk winter walk. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, the app of your choice, and leave us a review or 5 stars if you're enjoying the show. And remember, you can get this show commercial free, along with hundreds and hundreds of others from Calaroga Shark Media. It's all in the show notes or episode notes for the details. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and Happy New Year.